I'll talk about the stand-up paddleboard because I will get a test for level 2 tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and then for 2 days, and October 10th to October 11th, from Friday to Saturday. So I've been stand-up paddleboarding for about 10 years, more than 10 years. In 2022, I got a license level 1 WPA, the identification license, WPA, and then KUSPA, Korean, the Center Paddleboard Association. And then tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I'll get a test, and then physical test, and then skill test, including the exam test. And then I should pass an 80 scores. 80 scores is very high. So I'm going to review about the stand-up paddleboard. There are some kind of board, basically, and then not like kayak, and board is board. Usually we know about board and the surfing board, surfboard, and wind surfboard, and then stand-up paddleboard. And using the board, there are basically three kinds of type of board. The long one is a lizard stand-up paddleboard. Long one is very stable, but the speed not for the speed. Displacement hull and for racing board, there's kind of board is a sub-touring, camping, fitness paddling, and racing that is a displacement hull. Displacement hull is like hull like ship. But planning hull is very stable, and for the leisure, um, planning like leisure, the tiger, and also the material of stand-up paddleboard, material of stand-up paddleboard, the material of stand-up paddleboard is material material of stand-up paddleboard is just hardboard. Hardboard is plastic and or the foam with the fiberglass cloth with the epoxy, and also the wooden like bamboo. The kind of board are famous. Even the racing board are almost hardboard. But in inflatable board, just like a rubber boat and rubber boat and inflatable board nowadays popular. It's very easy to carry, and then without air, so the holding with in the back, and also their skills and good paddleboard. The materials from the paddleboard, and inside there's some um, chamber to save getting the chamber after air's in, and there's very strong, and then strong just like hardboard, and also there's double space, um, much more good material, and also the wine is a very important point. Wine is just like quantity, um, the liter kilogram. So, and then uh, from the children to adults, and then women or man, and physically, uh, it depends on the pull and weight, and the proper border is very important. So, and then there are different kind of paddleboard, and then it is normally the compared to the design or length with the spec the thickness, and then the volume is ratio is uh, same. So, and the wine is very important the, for the paddlers in terms of height and weight, and they can choose a proper board, uh, and also the activity, which activity on the stand-up paddleboard, and they can choose the paddleboard for the activity. For example, leisure, touring, and then racing, surfing, yoga. That is all the different of paddleboard. For example, the short paddleboard is for surfing, and the medium paddleboard is touring, long paddleboard is for SUP race. So, and then stand-up paddleboarder, they can choose different kinds of stand-up paddleboard. And also the length is very important, and the width is also important. The wider is much more safer. The lower and the stable is not less lower, but and then the lower and the speed is very fast. So and mostly the SUP racing board will be short, narrow the width, and then the length is very long, and with the shape of design is the displacement hull, and then but the leisure board is very wide, and also the thickness is about the wide, and then the imperative word it is the thickness, the wire is higher. It means the air inside is very much more amount. That means if this has sunny days and then the air is expansion. So strong expansion make the board damages. So most of the board with the strong expansion of the air pressure and then that advantage. Also, the pin is um, there is widest one, and then for the lacing and technical and various the long distance for touring. So and then pin also well used. Today I talk about stand-up paddleboard. Today I talk about stand-up paddleboard for the testing and then reviewing about it. Next time I talk about the paddle, how paddle the function is. Okay.